Everyone yeah, on their device in today's day and age. We don't know how long social media has been around compared to mankind, and it's good to determine whether social media is a benefit or a disadvantage to us as humans. In 1997, the first social media platform was released, which gave us a way to connect with our friends through the internet. Nowadays, we have Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all these social media platforms that allow us the same thing plus many more as time, has gone on, technology has advanced. That's why looking at the benefits and the disadvantages are important. And we all know the benefits of social media, being able to stay connected with your friends, being able to, network throughout work and businesses. But that's why it's important we take a step back and look at the disadvantages that we get from social media. Because I believe that social media gives us more disadvantages than it does benefits to us. I'm going to be going over how social media has an impact on our mental health, how social media can distract us from, our actual life, and what we can do about it, and why we should make action on helping to prevent social media from becoming a distraction. And depression and mental illness is at an all-time high in today's day and age. And I believe that mental illness and social media are very close connected. For instance, depression is a big mental illness that we have today. And a study by Gillette says you become increasingly worried about what others think of you or how your online life compares to your offline life. And this is just screaming at you mental illness, when you're constantly comparing yourself to other people, or, when your fear of missing out, or, social anxiety kicks in and all this stuff, you're worried about what others think about you, which is going to lead you to comparing yourself to other people. And it's going to overall just make you more depressed than you already were if you just weren't on social media comparing yourself to others, or afraid of how you appear online versus how you appear offline. Um, social media, and depression are linked closely. In a study done by Nardia Niddle, studies also indicate that social media may trigger an array of negative emotions used in that contribute or worsen their depression systems. And so going on the social media, it says that, oh, where these depressive symptoms can come from, comparing yourself on others on these social media platforms, and comparing your real life into your social life, trying to live two different lives is going to lead to, real actual life thoughts coming in, depressing you and making you more into that state of mind. And not only is social media bad for mental health, but it also creates distractions in your life, and distractions that you don't want to have. And a study done Dr. Gregory, by Dr. Gregory, sorry, in a study that was done by Christina Koester, says that the results of their testing reveals there's two reasons for social media being a distraction, and it was social and tasks avoiding. And social, you're gonna have the fear of missing out. Social media is gonna be taking away your time. You're gonna be wanting to know what's constantly going on, checking up on your phone, which is, something that you're not gonna want to be doing. You're gonna be becoming like a liability. Someone's not going to want to be around you. And then the second one, which was task avoiding, was that, you're avoiding tasks through social media. Let's say you don't want to go and fold the laundry. You're going to be, oh, okay, I'll fold it later. You're going to go on your phone, go on social media. It's an easy escape to do something to keep your brain occupied, so you don't have to do the things that you are supposed to do. Um, that's why it's important that we look at ways to prevent social media from becoming a disadvantage. And ways that we can do that are screen limiting, setting boundaries for the amount of time you're on your phone, and just restrictions in general, having the discipline to tell yourself no. And that's ways that, that you can start by preventing social media from becoming a distraction. if social media is becoming a distraction to you, then that's when it's important to look at why not only why it's bad for you, but what is the good you can get out of from deleting it from your life. And just one thing that I went over was the sleeping aspect of not going on your phone and not going on social media, especially because social media is usually the last thing that you look at before you go to sleep. And a study by Dr. Gregory Marcus found that using a screen within an hour of bedtime makes it harder to fall asleep and negatively affects both sleep quality and the duration of sleep. So if you're on your phone, the last thing you're going to check is your social media. You're gonna go on there and then you're gonna not be able to fall asleep as quick as if you were to put your phone away, just not go on to social media. And as well as the platform of social media, the anxiety that you're gonna get from scrolling and seeing other people and then comparing it to yourself, it's gonna make it easier to sleep at night for you if you're just not comparing yourself and doing that. When going into social media, it's important to look at the advantages and the disadvantages. And I think that the disadvantages of social media outweigh the advantages too much. Um, I've gone over why social media affects our mental health. I've gone over some ways that social media distracts us and how we can benefit from not going on social media, and as well as ways to prevent social media from being a distraction. Social media is something that you choose to go on, and it's something that you have to choose every day to not go on or to limit your time on it. And it's for you to decide if social media is becoming a disadvantage in your everyday life.